detail. So ERP, it's a software which helps organizations to optimum utilization of the resources. When I say resources, you must be seeing in this slide that the resource are four M's. The four M's are money, material, and machinery. Okay. So in ERP, E stands for enterprise, R stands for resource, and P stands for planning. Right. So when I say enterprise, it's a company. So a company is utilizing the resources with a proper planning. Okay, with a proper planning, a company is utilizing the resources for its benefit. So any company or anyone who is doing the business. So what is the purpose of doing a business? To earn some money or to earn some good profits out of it. So we cannot simply earn money or get profits or gain good revenues just investing money. Okay. You will say that okay, I have 1 crore rupees or 2 crore rupees. I'll put somewhere in a company and I'll be expecting something. No, it will not. It will not work like that. So you have to have proper planning. If you have to gain some revenues, you have to have proper planning. So how? So maybe you're on. I think you're on speaker. Whosoever is on speaker, go on mute. Reddy, you can go on mute. Yeah, thank you. So, so I'll no. So what exactly ERP? So ERP is a company or an enterprise, the organization which uses the resources with proper planning with the help of four M's. So when you think of any business, you will definitely have to have money. Okay, without which no one will touch you, no one will come to you. Okay, if you ask someone to do some work, does he work? He doesn't, right? You have to give some money to anyone. So everything is roaming around money. So men, without men, you single, you cannot handle anything, right? And material, if you are working, if you are planning to make some profits out of a factory, out of a manufacturing industry, you have to have material. And with material, to make finished goods, you have to have machinery. So all these are involved in a company to make the profits. Then how can you do? So planning means optimum utilization of all these four M's. How is it possible? We will touch base on those things, but first let me take you through the history of SAP. Then I will come back to that point. Okay. So history of SAP, it founded actually in 1972 in Germany. There were five IBM employees who used to work for IBM, and they have they found that the system which is there in the market is not really integrated. So what they feel that, okay, why can't we get some ERP system or a software which will help companies at all levels. So if you I know that you said that you are working for Tally. Okay, Tally does only the accounting aspect, right? So in SAP it's not the case. SAP has got so many things, so many other modules. Okay, so that's the motto of the SAP, that the five employees have come up and they have started developing that. Now in today's world, it was started in 1972 as a R1 system, tier 1 system. Now today ECC has got R6 system. Today we are in R6 system, the latest version of ECC. Okay, of course there is the superior version also there, that is nothing but S4 HANA. We are not going to touch that, but I'll give you brief in the further course of action, not in the demo. Okay, so I said it has got so many modules. So what are those? So It has got FICO. So you are here to learn FICO. We are here to discuss about FICO. So what is FICO means? In FICO, FI stands for financial accounting and CO stands for controlling. So whatever transactions in accounting terms, when you say accounting, so in simple terms, if you are talking about accounting, whatever transaction is involved with money is an accounting entry. Is an entry, is a journal entry, has to be accounted for. In the financial accounting, we will be recording all the financial transactions in accounting in FI. Then what is controlling? Controlling would definitely help a company stakeholders. Let's say you are a MD or you are a CEO of a company and you wish to know, you wouldn't be you, uh, you wouldn't be bothered about what is happening on day-to-day basis. Have the salary been paid? Have the rent has been have the rent for your locations have been paid or not? You don't even bother because you have got a lot of other things to do. You wouldn't be getting into that minor level. అంత లెవెల్‌లో మీరు చెక్ చేయరు యాస్ ఎ సీఈఓ. దెన్ వాట్ డూ యూ చెక్? యూ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ లుక్ ఎట్ ది నంబర్స్. యూ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ లుక్ ఎట్ ది హయ్యర్ లెవెల్. Higher level means what is the cost for that particular month or year or 5 months or 6 months. What is the cost that they have spent on? So what is the revenue out of that cost? So if the company has to make some good planning to get more profits. Okay, so when I say profit, let's say a company's motto is not only making profits. Remember this, because uh, you have to withstand. If you have to withstand in the in the market, you also have to have good royalty, or you have to have goodwill in the market. If I talk about a platform where you buy the online products, without any doubt you will say Amazon, right? Why Amazon you say? Because Amazon is really populous and it is being used by a lot of people across globe. It's in India, we are not even we have been using a lot of other module, I mean a lot of other platform. Flipkart we used to use, some Meesho and some other thing, but majorly we will prefer to get into Amazon. Why? Because it's the goodwill that have for Amazon, and Amazon has uh, created that goodwill in the market. So that's the beauty of the planning. Okay, so management level, no one can look at the financial accounting entries each and every level. They only look at the controlling level, wherein it gives the detailed information of what is happening in the company, right? So we will be in the training in the FICO, we also have to look at the asset accounting. So do you know, as you rightly said, you are in accounting stream. So uh, so we will be working on the fixed assets. We will be working on the fixed assets. So may I know if you if you give me some example or some definition of fixed assets, if you know. Reddy, Mr. Reddy. So what is fixed assets? Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So some extent you are right. So let me put the fixed asset definition through like this. So fixed assets means an asset which can be used for longer time, more than 1 year, for a for production purpose, for any business, be it production purpose or yeah. So be it production purpose or any other purposes for longer time for a company. So that is called it as fixed assets. And as per the income tax law, every fixed asset has to be depreciated. right? So that is the mandate thing. So we will be working on fixed assets stuff to look at the value of the asset, and we will be depreciating on regular intervals, right? So we will also, please go on mute, please go on mute. And we will also be touching upon material management and SD now. So I was talking about the planning. Okay, let's switch back to planning. So we also have other modules also, like HR, human resource, workflow, project system. These are not our cup of tea. We will not be discussing on the all these things because these are not core related to accounting, not really related to accounting. We will only be looking at these four modules. Okay, right. So I am switching back to the planning. So the resources, when you plan properly, you can utilize the resources at a maximum utilization level. Then how is it possible? Let's take an example. Okay, in the most of the in simplest in simplest way, I'll tell, if I take an example somewhere around 20 to 30 years back. So if you have to open a bank account, what you do, all the while you have to go through the bank branch in person. You have to go there, and then you have to take a form from them. You have to fill in. You have to submit all your whatever the proof that you have. So in earlier days, you might not be having Aadhaar card or any other things, but whatever ration card or something, you have to give it as a Xerox copy, and you have to submit it to the person who is sitting there as a client, sorry, clerk. Okay, upon you given him, he has to take that form. He has to write a register in physical. Okay, he has to write the register. He has to keep it each and everything as a record of your whatever transaction you are going to do. And for that, he has to maintain a rack. So just imagine you are only the customer. Okay, like you, there are thousands of customers, lakhs of customers in a bank. Then it's a biggest task, right? It is very biggest task for a clerk to maintain all these details. So for that, there are so many human resource required. So this is something making lot of time investment. Okay, and to maintain the racks, to maintain the files and all these things, we have to have lot of space out there, right? In today's world, if we get if we have to get a bank account, okay, we can make it in a on your fingertips. Like when you open even through a mobile app, you can open the bank account, not even have to go to bank. You can directly sit and relax. Within half an hour, you will be able to open the bank. This is because of this digitalization, and I would say in our terms it is because of ER. So I would take one more simple example. Let's take Birlasoft or Tata. I would say Tata. Tata Steel. Tata is a group of company under which there are a lot of other companies, other subsidiary companies. Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Petroleum, Tata's subsidiaries are Chroma. So all these are Tata. So let's assume Tata doesn't have any digitalization platform, or they are still using. Just imagine in 30 years back scenario I'm telling you. So if they have to maintain the accounting, it so Tata must have sales department, purchase department, accounts department, and human resource. All the departments are there, but some or the other way they are linked to accounting. So each and every person has to come back to accounting department and submit their reports and all these things. Means they have to submit physical copies to the account department. So just imagine the clerk sitting in the accounting department making all these things in the record in the daily ledger is difficult, and it's a laborious task for him to manage all these things. So with this ERP system on fingertips, he can maintain each and every transaction. right? So for to maintain all these things manually, you might have 6 to 7 people to write only register vouchers and all these things. With this ERP system, one person can handle and all other 5 people can be engaged in a different jobs within the company. So human resource. So when I say men, so men are used very effectively in this, right? So this is all come under planning. So without planning, even do we can't even step up. So I'll tell you one more thing, a small example. Let's say, uh, mm, as you are working, so you since let's assume that you started learning SAP and you joined the class. So it's not your daily routine by by the time till yesterday it's not your daily routine. From tomorrow you will be joining the class and you have some plan in your mind. You have to wake up and you have to attend the class, you have to go to office and you have to come back, you have to practice, you have to have some food and you have to go back to your bed. So this is your planning. So without planning you wouldn't be able to do anything. If you do not plan, you might be late to office, you might be late to class, you might be late to go back to sleep. So all these things, just a simple scenario I'm giving you to understand better. Okay, so this is all possible because of the ERP system. And ERP can be, it is accessible across globe. So you do not require to go to a particular office, it can be done any corner of the world. Right. So why is ERP? This SAP is very famous. We have a lot of other modules, or sorry, a lot of other ERPs in the market. But why only people are choosing SAP? Why clients are interested to install SAP for their business? Because it has got a lot of objectives. It is an integrated system, and it's very faster, and it has got lot of currencies to report. If I take example of Tally, you would only be able to do one currency, that is Indian currency. But in SAP we have lot of other currencies also. We can manage up to 10 currencies, up to 10 currencies, right? If you are working for, if Tata has got, in my previous example, Tata group of company has got different branches across globe, so they can manage the currencies as per the country. So that's the beauty of this SAP ERP system. You might be aware that Oracle, Oracle Financials, JD Edwards, AS400, so IBM, PeopleSoft, and of course Microsoft is also providing this ERP services to the clients or the companies. But SAP is the top one, and these are the tough competitors to SAP. So this is so now by now you might have some clarity. So why am I learning SAP? Right? Because this is one of the top SAP ERP, which is really on demand, be it for the companies who are migrating from legacy to this ERP system, SAP system, or employees who are working at, let's say you are working in Tally and you are trying to switch yourself to SAP system, which would definitely fetch you out a lot of good things and good knowledge. With the good knowledge, you will definitely earn good money. Okay, so now let's move back, move to the next slide. So after learning this, if someone asks you, okay, boss, you said you have learned SAP. So what are you in SAP? What are you? So your answer should be, I am a functional consultant, because SAP has got functional and technical modules. So in technical module, we have got ABAP, basis, and some other things which we are not discussing about it. And in functional module, we have FI, as I said, FI finance, CO controlling, MM material management, asset management, AM is asset management, which is nothing but fixed assets management, SD, and human resource. Okay, these are all covered as functional modules, but out of all these, we will not be touching HR. Okay, in the functional module. When it comes to ABAP, so you might be having doubt. So, okay, sir, you're saying technical module. What exactly do technical guys do or basis guy do? So, in technical module, we have, as I mentioned here, we have ABAP and basis. So, if I the abbreviation or full form of ABAP is Advanced Applications Program, Advanced Business Applications Program. So what Ibapa does, so he takes care of the technical stuff of a company, right? When I say technical, let's say uh, even in Tally system, okay, forget about Tally because I am not really well versed with Tally. Let's talk about this screen only. Okay, so you are seeing file, home, insert, row, and everything in one row, and it is starting from file. So a client, a business that you are working for, he doesn't want to see this file here. He wants to see this file somewhere here or somewhere here. So as a functional consultant, you can't do that. You only have an option to take help from technical consultant. That is nothing but ABAP. So what is basis then? So what ABAP, what basis consultant does, he transforms whatever we do, he transforms the data from one server to another server. So I'll tell you what is server. In next slides, I'll be touching on servers front. Okay. Now, so he also takes care of the accesses. The moment you get in, you should be having access for SAP and password. So all these things, just few examples I am giving you, but all these functional or technical module guys are doing a lot of things, a lot of other things which we cannot cover at one go. Okay, so if I talk about next slide, so in the SAP, let's say you have selected for one company. Why can't Tata? So you have selected for Tata company, and your first day started in the company. Okay. Now you will be assigned to a project. Okay. You will be assigned to a project, and you will get to know what are the components of a project. Okay. Right. So in the project we have got implementation, rollout, upgrade, and support projects. So out of implementation project, we have two more sub. I wouldn't say sub, but under implementation project, based on the type of implementation, we have greenfield and brownfield. I'll tell you what are these things in detail. Okay, so what is greenfield? So let's say you are assigned to a project and you are in implementation project under which greenfield is the one of the project. So greenfield is something. Let's take an example of what would I take? Let's take Apollo Pharmaceuticals. Okay, you might have seen Apollo medical halls across city. Lot of Apollo medical halls. Okay, so Apollo Pharmaceutical came to a company, Tata company. Tata is a implementation company. He has recruited you, and Apollo had come to Tata company and they requested you to make the implementation from scratch, which means this Apollo Pharmacy is not at all using any ERP. They are simply maintaining their records in Excel file or manual file. So it has to be started from scratch, which means they don't have any system to maintain all these day-to-day transactions. For that, you have to have lot of planning. So that's the greenfield. It's a totally new thing. It's a totally new thing you have to build in. Okay, you have to find out what are the assets, what are the liabilities for that, what kind of business that it is doing. Okay, what are the GL accounts. Okay, what are all things that you have to do, and what are the prerequisites, all are included in greenfield project. Okay, so in if I talk about brownfield, so this is about greenfield. So if I talk about brownfield, so let me take the same example. Apollo Pharmacy. Apollo Pharmacy has an ERP called Tally. So they already have existing ERP in the system, and they wanted to migrate themselves from Tally to SAP because of the objectives of SAP. So they have called Tata. Boss, I have got SAP in my Apollo Pharmacy. So can you please configure in my system? Then we can go ahead and configure in from Tally to SAP. So as you, if you correlate with your working, the one which you are working currently, so Tally, you have every account configured, right? GL accounts, whatever the profit and loss accounts, balance sheet accounts. So how is it working? What are the debtors? What are the creditors? All those things are already predefined in Tally. So just that you have to migrate this Tally legacy. When you are migrating from Tally to SAP, this Tally system would be called it as a legacy system. So from legacy to Tally, from legacy Tally system to SAP is called it as brownfield. So which means, so ultimately, what I mean to say is there is an ERP already existing in the system. You are there to migrate that system to SAP. That is called it as brownfield. Okay, so we have rollout project also. So rollout project means if an existing company which has SAP already, and they wish to set up the same implementation of its subsidiary. Okay, if I say take the same example, Apollo Pharmacy, maybe Apollo corporate office is in Banjara Hills. They have started using the they have migrated from, be it greenfield or brownfield, they have started using SAP system in corporate office of Banjara Hills. And they wish to migrate that, they wish to spread this SAP to all other branches or all other offices for their day-to-day transaction. So what they do, okay, boss, we have been using the ERP system, SAP system. This is working fine. Then their higher officials, big heads, give heads up. Okay, go ahead and implement this rollout project to all other subsidiaries. That is called rollout project. So if a company already implemented SAP for one subsidiary and they wish to apply the same scenario to other subsidiaries, is called it as rollout. Simple words. Okay. So let's talk about upgrade projects. So what is upgrade project? Okay. So do you might be aware that in earlier days, Tally has got older versions, right? Tally 3.7, Tally 4.7. I am not really sure, but Tally 9, I remember until Tally 9. Now, what is the version? I don't know. So, if I take another example, uh, in previous earlier days, if you talk about a computer, maybe some 60 years ago, a computer means you have to have lot of big system. Okay, big system, you have to have a room, you have to have AC installed in that room. Okay, you have to maintain a big CPU. So that's the older system. Then Slowly, what is happening because of this technology, everyone is upgrading to the new upgradation, to the new systems. So that is called upgradation. If I take another example, in earlier days we used to have mobile phones with only keypads. Then we started using the flip phones, and then we have started using the Android smartphones, which has got everything in one place. It is more or less a PC, personal computer. So because of this upgradation process only it is possible. So in the same fashion, in SAP also we have had a lot of previous old versions also. So companies may come up to upgrade their previous version to newer version. Okay. So in those cases, this is upgrade project. Okay. So all these be it implementation, rollout or upgrade or support, this would definitely take 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 year or 2 years based on the company size. Okay. So after doing all these implementations, be it implementation, rollout or upgrade, you will have to working, you will have to act as a support. When I say support, um, see, the idea about after implementation gives some brief, like if I have to give some brief, as a consultant, you have to support the person who is working as an end user. So let's assume you are working on Tally platform. You are very new to Tally, so you definitely have to have some training on the Tally ERP, right? So for that, there is some person uh, assigned for you. So in the same fashion, in real-time scenario for SAP, we as a consultant, we have to go to the company or virtually also we have to give trainings to them. So what are the screens? What is that they have to do? So if they have to post an entry, what are the screens that they have to get in? Okay, if they have to pull out the reports, what kind of T codes or what is the path and how to pull them, all these things you have to explain them. So these all things are come under training, and it doesn't end here. So while making the entry, while pulling the reports, the end user might have got lot of issues, lot of errors. So all those errors are to be addressed with the help of consultant. So that is none other than us. So that we have to resolve those kind of issues. So resolving the issues are purely come under support project. Okay. So let's move on to, I'll be closing within 10 minutes. Okay. So let's move on to some technical stuff. Okay, I'll be talking about some technical stuff and I'll be closing it. Okay, so if I talk about some example, the same bank example. Okay, same bank example. If you go to a bank, in bank, even I'm talking about today's scenario. If you go to a bank, you would be able to see 10 counters. Based on the branch size, you may find 5 counters or 10 counters. Any of the counter, if you go any of the counter, if you ask someone to print a statement or update your passbook, just you simply giving it to him. He any of the counter from 1 to 10, if you go to 8th counter, if you go to 2nd counter or 10th counter, he'll be doing it. How is it possible? This is only possible with the help of servers. Right? Server is the main component which helps the data storage. So in the same fashion, we also have different servers in SAP. So firstly, what a consultant does, he develops. So he will be working in the development server. Okay, this development server, in the development server there are a lot of other and not even functional consultant, there are other technical consultants also involved, as I said. So SAP has given lot of features already, lot of designs, lot of predefined screens already. But if a client requires that he might not be uh, happy with the screens that they have. So if they have to make any changes, we will take the help of technical team. Okay. So if I talk about functional consultant, as a functional consultant, we have to find out what is the company type. So what is it? Is it a factory? Is it a manufacturing industry? Is it a service industry? Is it a pharmacy? So all these things you have to know, and then you have to find out. You have to find out what kind of GLs that you have to create. So everything, GL accounts, asset accounts, liabilities account, creditors, debtors, everything you create in development server first. As a consultant, as a functional consultant, you will be developing in, you will be configuring each and everything in development server. Okay. After developing, you will be doing in, you will be sending it for unit testing. Okay, unit testing. So when I say here transport, who will do this transport? This is being done by basis team. So basis consultant will help us to transport the data from development server to quality server. There you will, the quality team will be doing the unit test. Hope you have seen a few of the maybe laptop or mouse or any gadgets. You might have seen by now that you will be finding some sticker there saying OK, which means they have done each and every testing there, and it is fine to go ahead. They have given OK as testing is done. In the same fashion, from development to quality, the team sitting specifically for quality in the quality system unit testing, they will be testing it and they will confirming back to us. Okay, so in the quality system only the training happens. So in any company, uh, at first inception of the implementation, they will be picking up few of the people who can help consultant in the company. So they will be picking up as an individual. Maybe if I take your example, you are working on Tally as an end user, and uh, the company has your company has started migrating from Tally to SAP, and they have the consultant has picked you up as a point of contact who can help other team members also. So then they start training you, including other guys who have got selected for training, and they will train you. After training, after this development, from development to quality, and after training, this will be transferred to transport to production system with the help of basis team. So what production system does, it is the final ultimate system wherein the day-to-day transactions are being performed. Okay, the day-to-day transactions are being performed, each and everything started in the production system. After everything looks fine, we go for production generally. Okay, this is an ultimate system which we give it to the client. In production level, we as a consultant, we don't have much to do, but we can only support them. Purely related to end user, this production server is purely related to end user. So as and when any issue have spur up, the functional consultant will come into picture to help them on any of the issues. Okay, so this is what happens in real time once this development server, and from their quality server, from their production server. So let me just show you how it looks like. So hope you are able to see the screen or not, I don't know. Let me show you the screen again. Please go on mute. I'm sharing. Okay, so this is the SAP screen. So as I was saying, hello, hi Reddy, can you go on mute? Can you go on mute? We will be closing in 5 minutes. Okay, don't worry. Hello. Yeah, thank you. So this is the SAP Launchpad wherein you will be finding different type of maybe production server, like production server or quality server here, and development server here. So you will be assigned any of the servers as as per your day-to-day business, day-to-day job that you do. So as per the role that you are assigned as a consultant, maybe you will be in support, or you will be in implementation, you may be in greenfield or brownfield project, different projects. As per the project, you will be given the access to the different servers. So this is the screen of SAP. Just wanted to show you. So till here we are done. So you might be having as a support what exactly a consultant does. So if you read through this, just a quick read. So consultants mainly responsible for designing, building, and deploying SAP based ERP solutions. Okay, and they are leading the SAP FICO area, and they also have to juggling means they have to closely work with the clients and finance team, conducting structured testing internal and with the users. Testing means the unit testing which I was talking about, ensuring stabilization of the solution or the issue that they have as an end user has, they will be addressing it, and understanding the business requirement, what exactly the business needed. So all these things have to be done by consultant. So because of these all things are integrated at one place as a FICO consultant, we are really in very good demand in market. You will not even imagine, just work for 1 or 2 years, you will definitely in a place where you wouldn't be imagine. Okay, you will definitely earning good money. This will only happen with your dedication, right? So this is only I can say. So this is all about the demo. If you have any questions, you can rightly shoot, or we can wrap it up. I'll stop project types even. So let's say me అదే మీకు చెప్పిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రకారము. సో you are in, you are a consultant. Just imagine you are a consultant. Okay, you have appointed for Tata Consultancy. What is the company name that you are working currently? Maybe company name, your company name. Prayag. Okay. Prayag Associates. Maybe just imagine. అంటే కొద్దిసేపు మీరు అనుకోండి. So you just imagine that you are working in Prayag Associates, and Prayag Associates is a consultant company. You have recently joined Prayag Associates and you are a consultant. And Prayag Associate is a consultant company. They implement SAP in the market. So I'll give a small example. If you have to build a house, so what you do? Generally, you buy bricks. You definitely start moving the earth, right? You will definitely make some pits and holes to build the pillars, and you will get the raw material, sand, and raw stones. Okay, small stone, powder, and cement. All these things you will keep at one place. So this, all these things are called it as SAP ERP system. Okay, and you are working in a company, Prayag Associates, as a consultant, and I came to you. I am a client. I came to you, boss. I have got you. I have got sand, everything to build a house. Can you please help me to make it a big house? So just imagine in the same fashion, I bought everything, material and everything I bought, but I cannot build my house. In the same fashion, I have software, SAP software. I bought SAP software with a lot of crores of rupees. I'm a client. I am a different company, but I don't know what to do the settings, right? As a consultant, it is you who will be knowing it. Okay, I have to, so I got bricks there, so I have to build each and every wall like this. And if I have to get into a hall, I have to build a main door. From there I have to go through in different rooms. So that's the beauty of consultant. So a company, a client may buy the software, but he doesn't know how to implement it, how to utilize that software. It's a raw material. A software is raw material, and you are giving a good shape to that software. That's the only consultant does. So that's the those are come under the projects. So, as I said, yeah, in your example, Prayag is a consultant company. I came to you and I am asking you to implement. I don't know anything, so just implement the software. So, you maybe implement from scratch that my company doesn't have anything. All the while I was using the manual bookkeeping. So, we will start using this greenfield. Or otherwise, I may be using the Tally as an ERP in my company. You will come and implement this from Tally to SAP or rollout. As I said, I have different branches, and I am asking you to roll out. Yeah, tell. Rollout means, uh, do you have any branches in your company, Prayag? Do you have any branches? Okay, let's assume you have branches. You have. Where are you working? Where is the office? Madhapur. So in Madhapur, you have one office, and in Bangalore, one more office. In Mumbai, one more office. Okay, you first started using this SAP from Madhapur. Earlier, there was Tally, and you have implemented. Okay, you have implemented the SAP system. You started using in Madhapur branch, and it's a corporate office. And you remember, you also have two branches, right? SAP, sorry, Mumbai and somewhere in Bangalore. So you may think, why can't I implement this SAP in my other subsidiaries, other branches, Mumbai or Bangalore? So using this software, using this ERP system, I feel that it is very good to use and very user friendly, and it is very much as far as reports are concerned, it is very useful. Then you feel it. Then what you do, you will be contacted. Okay, as a Prayag, uh, you will, as I said, you have three branches. Out of three branches, one branch has SAP, and you think that all two branches also require this SAP implementation. Then you will consult a consultant. You will call a consultant and ask him to do the same as Madhapur branch has. Please do the same thing to Bangalore and Mumbai. Then that is called rollout, which means an SAP system already there in one of your subsidiary, and you are trying to migrate all other branches, all other subsidiaries into SAP, is called it as rollout. Okay, hope you got it. Upgrade, as I said in my example, mobile phone. సో ఇన్ మొబైల్ ఫోన్ అప్పట్లో అప్పట్లో ఏం యూజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు, జస్ట్ చిన్న స్మాల్ స్క్రీన్ ఉండేది. ఓన్లీ టచ్ ప్యాడ్ ఉండేది, టచ్ స్క్రీన్ కాదు, కీప్యాడ్ ఓన్లీ నంబర్ ప్యాడ్. దాంట్లో యూ యూస్ టు డూ ఓన్లీ కాల్స్, రైట్? ఓన్లీ కాల్స్ మట్టుకు వాడేవారు. అంతకుముందు అయితే పేజర్ ఉండేది. ఆఫ్టర్ విచ్ స్టార్టెడ్ యూజింగ్ ది మొబైల్ ఫోన్ ఓన్లీ విత్ కీప్యాడ్. దట్ యూ విల్ ఓన్లీ బీ ఏబుల్ టు యూస్ ఫర్ కాల్స్ పర్పస్. But then as time passes on, you could see the flip phones, that pike phones with keypad only. But later it started upgrading means develop చేస్తూ వస్తూ now ఇప్పుడు ఏముంది, యూ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ స్పేస్, యూ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ రోమ్, 250 GB, 350 GB, అండ్ ర్యామ్ 8 GB, 16 GB, 24 GB. సో ఇదంతా దేనివల్ల? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ది అప్గ్రేడేషన్. సేమ్ ఫ్యాషన్ మనకు కూడా ఎస్ఏపిలో ప్రీవియస్ వర్షన్స్, ఓల్డ్ వర్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ద నేమ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ సేస్ దట్ ఇట్ డిపిక్ట్స్ దట్ అప్గ్రేడ్ మీన్స్ యు ఆర్ making yourself upgrading. Okay, now uh, not HANA version. We are not talking about HANA, but yes, even in SAP has got a lot of course you can talk about HANA. SAP has got different versions, right? R1 to R6. Today we are in R6. Maybe a company, old version to new version. Let's say a company has R5 or some version they have, and they wanted to upgrade it to new version. As you rightly said, HANA, just example. So that's the upgrade. Last one is support. Yeah. Last one, support. Uh, okay, I have given you the example, but let me give you the example. Maybe I'll take the mobile phone only. So you bought a new mobile phone. You bought a new mobile phone and you are using it. After 15 days or 20 days, you ended up with some issues. You are not even able to make calls. You are not even able to look at your photos, or not even able to take the snaps. Photos తీసుకోవడానికి కూడా లేదు. సో అప్పుడు what you do, you definitely call customer care. Customer care people, what they do, they support you. What is that error? సో ఎందుకు వస్తుంది, ఫోటోలు దించడానికి ఎందుకు రావటం లేదు, ఫోన్ చేయడానికి ఎందుకు రావడం, వై ఈజ్ ఇట్ హ్యాంగింగ్, సో why is it getting dead very faster, why is it heating up? సో ఇవన్నీ చేస్తారు వాళ్ళు, దే సపోర్ట్ యూ. In the same fashion, SAP also, when you are posting an entry in Tally, as you are posting entries, in the same fashion, you as an end user, you will also post the entries as an end user in SAP. So while posting entry, when you give debit and credit and you are trying to save it, it may not save. It may throw lot of errors. ఆ ఎర్రర్స్ ఎందుకు వస్తున్నాయి? ఇప్పుడు ఒకటి ఫిక్స్డ్ అసెట్స్ ఉంది, ఫిక్స్డ్ అసెట్ డిప్రిషియేట్ చేస్తుంటే ఆ డిప్రిషియేట్ కాదు, సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఫర్ సమ్ అసెట్స్ యూ విల్ నాట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు డిప్రిషియేట్ దెమ్. దెన్ యాజ్ అన్ ఎండ్ యూజర్ యూ వుడెంట్ బి ఏబుల్ టు నో వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్. సో దే విల్ కమ్ టు యూ యాజ్ ఎ కన్సల్టెంట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు హెల్ప్ దెమ్. సో దీస్ ఆల్ విల్ కమ్ ఓన్లీ with the help of proper knowledge, proper training, and proper time spent that you are in SAP trainings. ఓకే, మీరు ఎంత టైం స్పెండ్ చేస్తే యూ విల్ బి మాస్టర్ ఇన్ ఇట్. హోప్ యూ ఆర్ క్లియర్ నౌ. వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఎస్ దట్స్ ట్రూ. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక కంపెనీకి మీరు సెలెక్ట్ అవుతే, ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటే రిజల్వ్ చేయడానికి. ఇప్పుడు ఒక కంపెనీకి సెలెక్ట్ అవుతే, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ది ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆర్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ది కంపెనీస్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్, యూ మే బీ ప్లేస్డ్ యాజ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఆర్ రోల్అవుట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఆర్ అప్గ్రేడ్ ఆర్ సపోర్ట్. ఇందులో ఎందులోనైనా మిమ్మల్ని తీసుకోవచ్చు. అంటే మీ చెప్పండి. ఆహా, లేదు అది అట్లాంటిది ఏమి ఉండదు. ఇట్స్ నాట్ రిలేటెడ్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ దాట్. సో ఎట్ ది ఎండ్, ఈవెన్ యు ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ యాజ్ ఎ సపోర్ట్ కన్సల్టెంట్ ఆర్ అప్గ్రేడ్ కన్సల్టెంట్, రోల్ అవుట్ ఆర్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్, ఇవన్నీ చేయడానికి యూ హ్యావ్ టు హ్యావ్ నాలెడ్జ్. సో ఇవన్నీ చేయడానికి ఆ నాలెడ్జ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో, దాన్ని బట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ యూ హూ డిసైడ్స్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు సపోర్ట్ ఆర్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ కంపెనీ, ఇట్ ఈస్ యువర్ మేనేజర్ who are deciding, okay, we are in support project, just do this. You are in upgrade projects, you will be assigned to that project. సో అట్లా ఉంటుంది. సో మనం డిసైడ్ చేయడానికి ఉండదు, యాజ్ పర్ ది రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ అ కంపెనీ. రైట్. సో దట్స్ ఆల్ ఐ హ్యావ్ రెడీ. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో? ఓకేనా? ఫైన్. ఓకే. ఓకే. హోప్ టు సీ యూ రెడ్డి. బాయ్ ఫర్ నౌ. హోప్ టు సీ యూ సూన్ అంటే ట్రైనింగ్‌కి వస్తారని అనుకుంటున్నాను అంటున్నా. అంతే. అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది. సో, వి విల్ ప్లాన్ వాట్ ఐ విల్ డూ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ వి కెన్ ప్లాన్ 2 to 3 days ఫర్ 2 అవర్స్. సో, ఐ కెన్ మేక్ యూ సిట్ ఇన్ ది లేటెస్ట్ క్లాస్. ఓకే. అంటే అర్థమైందా మీకు? ఓకే. ఆ! 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 మీకు ఆ క్లాస్‌కి తి ఆ క్లాస్‌లో కూర్చోబెడతాననమాట మీకు. సో, మనకిప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ ఒక 15 డేస్ ఏమో అయిందంతే. సో, ఆ 15 డేస్ క్లాసెస్‌ని నేను కవర్ చేస్తా. డోంట్ వరీ. ఐ విల్ మేక్ యూ అండర్‌స్టాండ్ క్లియర్‌లీ. మీకు యాస్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఐ థింక్ యూ ఆర్ ఓకే విత్ వాటెవర్ ఐ హావ్ ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్డ్. సో, ఇన్ ది సేమ్ ఫ్యాషన్ ఐ విల్ బి ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయినింగ్ ది సేమ్ థింగ్. ఓకే?